Welcome. In this video, we're going to be looking at example 2 from the tables lesson in your MAT043 workbook. This example is on page 222 in your workbook, and it deals with medical testing. We're going to look at sensitivity and specificity. So let's go ahead and look at this. I'm going to do my work in Excel. You can do it on pencil paper. Either is fine. You should get the same results either way. All right, so let's go ahead and read this problem. Ted is the CEO of a large company with 2,500 employees, which administers random drug tests to maintain a drug-free work environment. He knows that in general, 8% of the people who work in retail use illegal drugs. The drug test has a sensitivity of 37% and a specificity of 98%. Fill in the table with the expected results. So let's go ahead and fill in our easiest number to fill in, our total. So our total of all our people, 2,500 people. Okay. So we know, or he knows, that 8% of the people are using drugs. So that's going to help us fill in that column in our total column. So I'm going to go up here to the top where it has uses drugs and the total. I'm going to do equals, and I'm going to do that 2,500 times 8%. Give us that amount. Again, you can do this in your calculator. Either way, we should get 200. Okay, and we're going to use that to help us calculate the cell below, the total number of people who do not use illegal drugs. So we're just going to subtract 2,500 minus 200. You can do that in your calculator. You can do that by using Excel. You can do that in your head. We should get 2,300 either way. Just center all those values. So now let's look at that last part there, the drug sensitivity and specificity. Sensitivity deals with positive results. Okay, they have a positive result and they use drugs. Okay, so basically true positives. Okay, so the sensitivity there of having a positive or using drugs. Okay, so everybody on our first row uses. Okay, it's just whether or not the test was sensitive enough to tell. So we're going to take that 200 and multiply by the 37%. So equals 200 times 37%. And you should get 74. Okay. This is going to help me fill in the number next to it, the negative results of people who use drugs. So 200 minus 74 should give me 126. So 200 minus that 74, 126. All right, so now the specificity, okay, that is the true negatives. So the people who do not do drugs, and the test also says, yes, you get a negative result. Okay, so that's 98%. So I'm going to take our total, okay, for that whole row there that do not use illegal drugs, and I'm going to multiply it, that 2,300, times 98%. Now, if you're doing this in your calculator, you may want to convert 98% to 0.98. So you don't have to find the percent symbol in your calculator, but just be careful when you're putting that in. Okay, so 2,254 people have those negative results and do not use. Okay, and so then we're going to use that number to help us calculate the positive results, basically a false positive. So they got a positive result, but they do not use drugs. Okay, so subtract 2,300 minus our 2,254, and that would be 46 people. Okay. And then to get the bottom row of totals, we're just going to add up our columns. So 74 and 46 should be 120, and 126 and 2,254 should be 2,380. Now if I add those two, I should get the 2,500. If I don't, I made a mistake somewhere. Okay. So that is example 2, and hopefully that will help you with some of your other medical testing examples.